Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben, and well, we're back after about a year and a half with Chelsea.
Hi.
And her beautiful Jeep. Now, this is a Jeep Commander, and it commands a lot of respect, a lot of nourishment, and it's a hungry vehicle, and it wants to eat all the time. And what you feed things is important in life. What you feed your body, what you feed your car. Well, we're going to be feeding it Amsoil Signature Series today. We're also going to be showing some other motor oils that this vehicle can eat and how they're different. We're going to talk a little bit about these. So if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And that way you'll be able to come back and watch this whole video later and more stuff. So we're going to start out with the dipstick. So let's take a look. So tell us, Chelsea, how much oil did you have to add with this thing every month?
About 3 quarts.
All right, about 3 quarts a month. So this thing's eating all the time. So you wiped it off, right?
Yeah, we're on E. There's nothing there.
Nothing there. So stick it in. Let's take a look where we're at. There's nothing. It's not even registering. It's been eating that much.
And I just put in, 2 quarts last week?
All right, and the oil she used was OYWE. Now this is, oh, there it is. She just stuck it in. So it's not even touching the cross hatches or nothing.
Nada.
So yeah, so nothing. So we're going to show that you can mix oils. You know, I've had a lot of people on the channel ask questions. They say, Eben, can you mix this oil, this, that? So she actually did. She actually had this really, really good Signature Series in about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And then this car kept burning oil. Now tell us about the story. How comes you didn't stick with Amsoil? What happened?
I was just in survival mode. So you stop by the O'Reilly's, you pick up what you need in the moment, and then you keep it pushing. So before I knew it, I said, we need Amsoil again.
All right. So yeah, so she just got so busy and, you know, life gets in the way. So she stopped at OYWE and she got the high mileage 530.
Yeah, every time, 530. And about a 5 quart every 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, depending. So I would just put half at a time, but yeah.
That's a lot of oil. All right, well, let's start out and show you can mix this stuff. So let's start out with our funnel. We'll give you the funnel. And let's show what this cap looks like. Show them the top of the cap. All the oil is coked on there. Now what that crusty stuff is, that's called oil coking. And oil coking is basically the chemical change of a motor oil going from basically this beautiful gold color to this crusty black like burnt butter. And you know what? You don't want to eat burnt butter. It doesn't taste good. It's got a lot of carcinogens. It's scratchy. It's like sandpaper. Well, it basically sandblasts your engine. So we're going to be showing these oils, talking a little bit about them and how they're different. So let's start out with, which one do you want to start with? All right, let's start out with Royal Poo Poo. So this one is a really, really great oil. This is a gold standard amongst all oils. So we'll see. Go ahead and just put in a little drips. Put in, keep going. Look at that beautiful royal color. Keep going. Perfect. All right, and a little splash for good measures. Now this is a 520, and I get asked a lot on the channel, Eben, can you mix a lesser weight with a lower weight? And they always ask, and we're going to show you can. It's not going to separate, not going to hurt nothing. So this car actually calls for 530. We're going to be putting in 1030 a little later, and we're going to do an engine flush, an Amsoil engine flush showing it. So now let's start out with some high mileage, our 530. So now this is another synthetic blend, well, conventional actually. So basically this is conventional motor oil. Looks kind of gold. Perfect. And what that is that is a mineral oil. So basically they take this oil and they basically purify crude oil as best they can, and it's got a lot of jagged edges to it. Now we're on to another synthetic blend. This is Annual Protection. Now give it a little squeeze on the side there. You can see, and just keep it squeezed. You can see how it's a real softy, which you don't, sometimes you don't want one of those. You got to watch what you're working with. So we're going to crack that open and go ahead and stick some in. Now this stuff they say is good for a year. And this is also a synthetic blend. It's got a nice gold honey look to it, perfect. So we'll put in a little bit of that. So we're kind of making our cocktail of sorts to show this oil will mix. We got our OYE. This is what's already in it. That has a gasket sealer that helps swell the gaskets. We'll put in some Mobile 1. Perfect. Go ahead and put that in.
Again with the squeeze.
Yes, it's a little softy. You can even squeeze it as you're pouring it in. Good. Give it a squeeze as you pour. Beautiful. So now this is a golden standard of what comes in a lot of cars. So if you buy a C7 Stingray Corvette, which is the front engine, or you buy a mid-engine Corvette, it actually comes,
What else do we got?
we'll put this in now. It actually comes with the 040. So 040 is what comes in the Stingray Corvette and the mid-engine Corvette, but it's Mobile 1, which is the manufacturer. This is the Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, which is a lot better. This is a great motor oil. You'll see a lot of videos on that. That is made with the Pure Plus technologies. So basically, they make it from natural gas. Now we're onto our Amsoil.
Oh, we're going to do that too.
So this is the Amsoil OE. And now hold this up for a second. We have to really talk a lot about this one because this one's special. This one's 100% synthetic. So a lot of people always ask me, they go, Eben, what's the difference between 100% synthetic and a full synthetic? Well, a full synthetic can be 50-50. So it doesn't have to be all synthetic. It can actually be some of that mineral oil from that other oil there. So it's a little bit of a trick. They actually kind of trick you. And yeah, it's a really tricky situation. So now this oil, a lot of people always ask how much it costs. This oil costs about the price of a cup of coffee. Keep going, you'll see that beautiful gold look to it. And you can just tell it's 100% synthetic by the look of it. And this does meet the API certification. Let me see the back of that. So this meets and exceeds all the technical bulletins. Now, if you don't know, this oil is the first synthetic oil to ever be API certified back in 1972. So Amsoil is API certified, and it does meet all the standards. So the 100% synthetic is like little marbles. All the marbles are exactly the same shape and size, where when you run a synthetic, full synthetic, you have a mix of other mineral oil, which is like jagged rocks. And those jagged rocks break down really easy.
Yeah.
They scratch and wear out your engine a lot faster. So we're going to be putting a huge upgrade in, but a lot of people, they're always asking, isn't Amsoil a lot more money? And by all means, it's not. So we're even going to add a little bit of the Signature series. Now with this Signature, this is such a special oil that they actually guarantee it up to 1 year or 25,000 miles or 700 idling hours. Now, the only thing though with this is you can't add anything to it. Okay. So we can still mix it, but Amsoil won't offer that warranty. They won't do it if you mix anything with it, so you don't want to. So we're going to put this in at the end, but we'll put in a little bit right now. You'll see it meets all the standards. Go ahead and pour a little bit in. We'll show them what the liquid gold looks like. This is the best of the
case, right?
Yep, she's got a whole case of it, so now she doesn't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. So we'll put in a little bit of the liquid gold, and you can just see how pure that is. And
honey.
It's like honey. And now that we got all these oils in there, we're going to show they mix really good. We're also going to go ahead and do our engine flush at the same time. So now we're going to give the beautiful Amsoil engine flush to our lovely assistant, Chelsea. She does such a good job, and we thought we lost her there for a little bit. She wasn't around, but she got busy.
I came back. She
didn't die. She didn't die. She's still hanging in there, and the car is still running. That's the most important thing. This 3.7 liter still running. So we'll dump in our whole bottle of engine flush. Go ahead.
In here?
Yep, right in there. And this is going to help get all the oil coating around the rings. It's going to get a lot of the stuff around the timing chain. And then you actually let it idle. Keep going. Keep going. I'm just showing them right here. You let it idle for 15 minutes. And really, really easy as pie to do. Now let's show them the back of that. We'll show them all the benefits right here.
Should I turn her on?
Yep, you'll turn her on in a second. So you can get it to get ready. So this cleans clutches, quiets lifters, safely cleans seals. So even on a high mileage car, you're not going to hurt anything. A lot of people are always curious, if you flush it, will it hurt it? Well, we've actually done a flush on a 375,000 mile Toyota Tacoma. So I want you to check that video out right up here in the corner. Check that video out where we flushed it. So Chelsea, you ready to motor her up?
Yeah.
Well, we'll stick the cap on. Let me throw that on for you. I got it. So we're going to go ahead, stick on our crusty cap. You can see all the crust. And we're going on here.
Tell me when.
We're good. This is clear. We'll get the rubbers off so we're clear, clear, clear. We got our filter here. We're good. All right, let's motor her up. Let's take a listen. Let's see what she sounds like with all that blend of oil in there. Let's take a listen. Alright, now if you're new to the channel, we wanted to let you know we have Ebens Giveaway that comes up every last Saturday of the month. So if you want to be in, all you do is leave a comment within the first 30 minutes of this video, and that way you'll have a chance to be randomly selected by me. Alright, we're going to start with our PI Performance Improver. This cleans the valves. This is a gasoline additive meant for all gasoline. Also gets better gas mileage, cleans the valves, gets all the carbon deposits around in the combustion chamber. We'll give it to Chelsea. There you go, Chelsea. And she's going to stick it in. This goes in every 4,000 miles. So we're going to give her a good cleanup. We put this in last time. And if you want to check out the first video we did on Chelsea's car, we'll stick that video right up here in the corner. Check it out. Yeah, dump it in. And we'll hear the gulpa, gulpa, gulpa. Go ahead, shove it in all the way. Beautiful. That's it. That easy. And now we'll go on to another one that helps with pinging and knocking. This is the Octane Boost. This helps with super high heat. It's going to boost your octane levels, the Dominator. And this one's usually for race applications, but you know what? I've had it around enough. We're going to use it on her car. We're going to help it out. We're going to help it really, really clean in the high heat. Today we're at 8:40 in the morning and we're at 101. We're going to be at about 110 degrees today, so when she's driving the bejesus out of this car, at least it's not going to ping because it's low octane. So at least we got that. We usually don't put that in, but we're going to do it anyways. And then right up here in the kitty cat, boom, we got our whole box of upper cylinder lubricant. And this helps lubricate upper cylinder rings, treats 25 gallons of gas. Chelsea got herself a whole case, and there it is. And that goes in every full tank of gas, so you can use it all the time. This one costs about the price of a cup of coffee. And well, it saves you more money in gas than what it costs. So go ahead and stick it in.
Do I have to wait to fill up the tank?
You can put it in now. It won't hurt nothing. And then you can fill it up later. So you can put this in half a tank of gas and then fill it up later. It's not going to really hurt anything. It's just good that you have at least, say, 6 gallons of gas to really run it through the system. And this cap's a stickler. It's kid-proof. She's a kid. But it's a little bit of a stickler. Keep working at it. We're gonna make her work a little bit. This is good. But she likes to work though. She does a good job. But yeah, they really enjoyed you last time on the last video. They did.
Why, thank you.
Yes. So there she's just yanking the tip. See if you can try. All right, now we got that off. Good. Keep fighting. Chelsea's a fighter. There you go. Maybe we'll just poke it.
Can I use your key again?
Yes, we'll poke it with the key. We're going to penetrate the tip. Here we go.
Just the way it likes.
Yes. Boom. Easy as pie. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, see. Yeah.
Perfect. And now you'll see how quick this goes. You'll hear how easy it is. Boom. That's it. That quick. So boom, that whole setup there, you can mix those. It's not going to hurt anything. And behind here, we actually have 2 coolants we did a video on, which you can check that video out up here in the corner. That's the Honda coolant and the Amsoil coolant mixed. So I mixed 50-50 in a bottle, and you can see it still hasn't separated. You can see there's no separation, so you can mix the other coolants with Amsoil, just so you know. So now we're gonna let her idle for 15 minutes. We're gonna be draining her down, and and now it's been only another 6 minutes, and we'll drain her down. Message for the kids out there with the rubbers.
Use protection, kids.
Yes, very safe. Always good to be safe. Give her a shot. And there she blows. Easy, yep, easy. All right, so it's a real stickler. It's way, way up in there. And now we're gonna get the little ratchet on. It's just that pan's in the way, that's all it is, but the oil bolt's right there. And now we'll put the little teeny weeny ratchet on, and you can do it with that. This one's a tough one to do video on, but we're getting it done. There we go, all right. Yeah, you're just gonna hold the bolt and just pull it out.
One more twist?
Yep, and don't drop the bolt, just keep it.
I'll try. Yep. It's hot.
I know.
I'm scared.
It is very hot. That's okay, we're good. It's okay, don't worry about it, it's okay.
Sorry guys, it's my first time.
It's okay, it's
good. Can I get from under here for a second?
Yeah, you can leave, yeah, you're good. I'll give you some paper towels here.
I did it.
I'll give you some paper towels. You can wipe your hand off.
Thanks, I'm dripping.
So she took the heat. So how hot was it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like an 8. I was more scared than anything, but now I'm a champ. I got this.
Yep, and it's good. She's getting all dirty, and now she knows what it's like to be down in the dungeons and
yeah, down under.
Yeah. Woo. So it's just dripping all over the pan, and there's really no major oil leaks underneath here. So this thing's burning the oil. So she's gonna take it to the dealer and get it looked at. We'll figure out what's wrong with it. But all right, Chelsea, show them the oil filter. So give them a good close-up, flip around to the back, show them that back there. So the filter filters at 99% efficiency at 20 microns. Now bring it back here, and it holds 4 times more contaminants than cellulose paper filters. So take it out of the package, and she already ripped it out, so it's already come sealed. And now go ahead and show them what inside of the filter looks like. Show them the inside of it, like that. So that's inside all the rubber O-ring that has an upgraded anti-drain back valve. So now we're gonna prime her up. And also the cartridge is thicker, and it's a non-slip cartridge. So we'll come close to the camera for this. Bring it on over. We'll go ahead and bring it up, and we'll go ahead and feel her up. Putting in the liquid gold. We'll go about halfway. Ah, beautiful. A little bit of a bubbler. Show them the top, like that, so you can see it. And even if it gets a little messy, there's nothing wrong with getting messy. So now we'll bring it up again. We'll wet her up, get her nice and wet, hit the rubbers. So now our rubbers are nice and wet. Hit your threads, make sure you don't cut yourself. That's why you want to wear your rubbers. I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing, but hey, and bring it up a little higher. So you'll see that non-slip coating, and this filter is good for 25,000 miles. So not only is the oil good for 25,000, but the oil is too. So now we're gonna go ahead and yank off our old oil filter and stick on the new one. Chelsea's gone deep sea diving. We're gonna take off our oil filter. She's got a good wrench, and go ahead and just start twisting it. That's the oil filter right there on top. It's okay. Woo! It's okay. We put the lid on. We put the lid on. We don't want to drop the filter either. We got our fresh prime filter. So now she's just getting it loosening up. So you're going to turn it. I think that's tight, and then you're going to go the other way. Like that, and then pull that whole thing to the left. Like that. Yep. That should be loosening. And you'll do little turns. It's like wrangling an alligator. Mm-hmm. Just keep wrangling. Keep pushing. You'll get it. Keep going. Don't ever give up a good fight.
I don't know which way's the best way.
That's good, yep. And then just get a good leverage on it. Squeeze it down where those little, yep. Yep, and it's best to grab it with one hand and get the pliers as close together as you can so you're getting a really good leverage. That's not, yeah, you want to be able to get them closer together, so try to readjust the pliers so it's super tight. Yep, now push it. Is it spinning?
Well, no, because this thing's in the way, so I don't really
Oh,
know
all right. Let me take a look at it.
Go underneath.
Yeah, try that way, yep. Yep, don't ever give up just because the alligator got away and he's running. You still chase him down the street. Yep, chase him down the street and get that sucker. There you go. You got it. Keep going, keep fighting. Yep, you see an alligator and he's being stubborn, you get the right tools and
here she comes.
you do it. All right, she's starting to leak. So it's gonna leak down this little teeny weeny ramp.
Can I do the rest of my hand?
Yeah, you can do the rest of my hand. It's gonna be very hot.
Oh.
So I'll show you what this ramp looks like. Right there. It's like a little teeny plastic ramp that lets it drain. It's draining right into our oil. And you can see the oil's not separated or nothing. So you can mix synthetic oil with synthetic blends and stuff. We just wanted to show that, demonstrate it, because I've had a lot of questions. If you can mix the 100% synthetic. So now, yep, you get her by hand. And she should just plop right off to where it just falls. And you just want to hold it and take it out. And we'll get you some paper towels. Good. Just leave it there for a second. Let me get you some paper towels so you don't burn yourself. And now all we're going to do is we're going to get that filter out of there and show you the difference. All right, so we got our old Doggy Scraps filter off. So that's basically like an OEM filter. So we'll show you the differences between these filters. So this one filters at 99% efficiency. Where's that box? I know we had that box somewhere. I'll show them the box in a second. And this is the anti-drain back valve on the OEM. And this is a very thin cartridge style filter. Sometimes these threads can be a little bit thinner. They're not quite as good. And it's a two-piece where it can actually come apart, where the Amsoil is a one-piece. It's all solid. The back plate's thicker. The anti-drain back valve is thicker. That orange gasket back there. And that actually doesn't deform over the course of the year. And when that actually deforms, you don't have the flow because it drains back out, so the oil doesn't circulate right away. And on most cars, 80% of the wear is on cold start. So that 99% efficiency is definitely important, and that's what helps with the 25,000 mile oil change interval, which you'll see that video on Sean's Challenger. We're going to be having the results come back on that, so check that out. So that's the difference between oil filters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slap on our fresh Amsoil filter, and then it'll be time to go ahead and feel her up. It's that time to feel her up. You have the honors, Chelsea. She's got the liquid gold in her hands. And as she starts pouring in this beautiful, pure, 100% synthetic liquid gold, I'm going to talk a little bit about how it's different than the Mobile One. So here's the Mobile One. And this actually outperforms Mobile One Extended Performance by 4 times in the industry standard turbocharger deposit test. And so basically it breaks down at 1/4 of the rate. So she's pouring it in. We're going to put in 5 quarts. That's number 1 down. And I'll come in, I'll get a little close up of her pouring in this pure liquid gold. Let's see here. Aha, there it goes. So pure. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And now we'll be hearing what she sounds like here in a minute. All right, I'm gonna slap one in too. Putting in a nice fresh bottle. We'll go righty. Bringing her up. It's so good you can feel the protection. Good. All right, this 2007 Jeep Commander, we got her all full of oil, 5 quarts. It's her first time to motor her up. Let's do it, Chelsea. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to that.
She likes it.
Yeah. Listen to that. right, we're ripping around the block in the Commander, and we got done wrangling the alligator.
Yeah, we did.
What did the alligator feel like?
Man, scaly and salty.
All right, there you go. Jeez, I tell you what, I felt every bit of what she just said. And I got tears in my eyes after that one. That one was a real tear jerker. Man, that was tough. Oh my God, that belly pan, we ended up taking off that plastic belly pan that broke.
Yeah. That
fake kind of skid plate, it's off. So now she can do her own oil changes. And so how does she feel?
Like butter.
Wow.
Running great. I even feel like the air's coming in cooler.
Wow.
The startup was easy.
Wow.
Didn't jump and skip and hop like it sometimes does.
Wow.
We're at 178,534.
Wow.
So apparently I can go 25,000.
Yeah, so all she'll do is just add oil, you know.
Yeah.
This thing's not really leaking oil. Somehow it's got this internal leak. We're probably going to power foam her next time. I know a lot of people have said, hey, Eben, you should power foam it. Well, we can. Hey, we can go down to the next one. So yeah, so we'll probably power foam her and try to get some more carbon out of there. But I think there's a recall in this, or it's just been ran out of oil enough to where there's some major damage. But we'll find out. She's going to take it. Take the VIN number, call a dealer, see if there's an open recall on this engine.
Even when I let off the gas, just not to go, interrupt you, but even when I let off the gas, sometimes it would like thud. I can't explain it, but between letting off the gas and letting off the brake and pressing the gas, it would kind of thud. But right now, it's none of that.
Wow.
Not a thing.
Wow.
This is great.
So it's kind of like this.
Air's cool. I can't even deal.
So it's like a part two, basically. We did an engine flush before in this little Angel, and we did it again. And some people just get busy. There's people that have used Amsoil their whole life, and they get busy for a couple months. They forget to call in their order. And for anyone that might have that question, now it's next day shipping. So basically, if you order before noon, you get the products next day.
And it came the next day. So it's almost easier than stopping by the O'Reilly's when it's last minute. So yeah, I'm not gonna steer away again.
And that's the good part. So she got a whole case of oil, and it wasn't. A lot of people, they say, isn't it too expensive? I mean, how much different was it? Not much difference.
No, not much at all for what I was paying, and then for shoddy oil.
There you go. Exactly. So, and that's just the standard. A lot of people make fun of Mobil 1, and they make fun of, say, Royal Poo Poo or something like that. And the reality is, it's just the golden standard. So if you think about that, so Amsoil is way 4 to 10 times better. That's really what it is on paper. So that sums it up. You'll see the video right here in the middle. Chelsea, you're the best for being a part of the channel. Thanks
You're the best. God bless
so
America.
Yes. and hey, without America, what would we have, right?
Not Amsoil.
Exactly.
No Amsoil.
Yeah, it's out of Superior, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You're the best, Chelsea. Thanks.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Yes, yep. All right. We'll see you back next time on synthetic oil protection. Cheers to protection.